Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile found...
On a cold and damp December night in 1980, two middle-aged women and a young boy were driving along a deserted Texas highway on their way back from a town about 15 miles from Houston. Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and her grandson were driving down a rural road in Texas on December 29th of that year when they saw something they could not explain. Betty Cash stopped the car, and the three looked on in dumbfounded amazement. A strange craft hovered about 60 meters away, emitting strange sounds, beeps, whirs, and hums. It was diamond-shaped, with a dull metallic surface and a blue glow around its edges. As curiosity overcame fear, the three got out of the car to get a better look. However, the terrified boy soon convinced his grandmother to return to the vehicle. As they stood there watching the object, intense heat radiated from it, forcing Betty Cash to wrap her hand in her jacket to grab a red-hot door handle. The heat was so fierce that it burned the side of Vicki Landrum's face. After a while, the ship began to rise and move away. As it did so, something even stranger happened. A squadron of helicopters, 20 in total, many of them double-rotor machines like those used for military cargo, appeared, trying, amid the great roar, to surround the craft. When the object moved away at high speed, accompanied by the swarm of helicopters, the two women and the boy tried to follow them with the car. From a different angle, the ghost ship turned into a shiny, oblong, cigar-shaped cylinder. Then it vanished along with the helicopters into the distance. Betty Cash left her passengers at their house and headed to her own. By then she was feeling sick. In the hours that followed, the three witnesses developed burns and had nausea and diarrhea. Betty Cash's symptoms were the worst, presumably because she was exposed to the object's radiant heat for the longest time. Sick and scared, she sought medical help and was hospitalized for 2 weeks with severe burns. However, several days before, doctors heard about the incident that had preceded the group's injuries. Investigators studied the case for several years without even coming close to identifying the fearsome ship or tracing at least the origin of the more mundane helicopters. Although other witnesses in the area reported that they had seen dazzling lights and twin-rotor helicopters that night, identifying the larger ones from photographs as CH-47 Chinooks, all local military bases denied having such aircraft on the ground. The U.S. government denied ownership of the brilliant apparition. Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and her grandson were left only with their lingering injuries and an unfinished story. Betty Cash died at the age of 69 on December 29, 1998, 18 years to the day after her claimed close encounter. Vicki Landrum died at the age of 83 on September 12, 2007. The incident, which has since become known as the Cash-Landrum case, remains one of history's most compelling and mysterious UFO encounters. Thank you for listening to the Shadowland radio show. If you're listening on the Blackwater Media YouTube channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You can also listen at blackwatermedia.net and the Blackwater Media Facebook page. I'm Dr. William Lester, and I promise to see each and every one of you again on the flip side.